Hello, this is the recording for Project 2, Assignment 2. So you can see that's right here on the left, and it's part of, I guess I need to go back to the announcements, don't I? It's part of week 3 work. So here we are, week 3, and you can see that in this week you do Project 2 work. So I'll move down to this. So here's Project 2. So you do the labs, like labs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those labs, just like in Project 1, the labs are right in this presentation. And you do the labs and follow all the steps to do those labs. And in Project 2, when you go through these 5 lab activities, you end up creating a calculator program that asks for the person to enter whether they want to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Then you ask to put the 2 numbers in, and then it gives them the answer. So that's the basics for Project 2, but then Assignment 2, the extension of this, is where you take that calculator program, make changes to it so that it guesses your favorite number, the computer programmer's favorite number. And that's what this assignment is going to cover. So I'm going to go right into Project 2. And Project 2, these are all the labs, so you're working through this on your own. Again, you follow all the steps to get the calculator done. Just go through it, and here's how the calculator program works. If you follow the steps correctly, everything will work out fine for you. So let's go into Assignment 2. And in Assignment 2, you can see that you will have created the calculator program. Then you're going to adjust it to create a favorite number program. And so again, step number 1 right here is the calculator program, making sure it works. And it says, look at your calculator program, make sure that it meets the requirements. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So go down below, and on the calculator program, you need to make sure it does all of these things. And if you follow the directions exactly, the labs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then it will do all of these things for you and it will work properly. So do all those labs and it will work out exactly right. So you've done the calculator program, you haven't submitted it yet because you'll submit calculator and favorite number together. Now we're going to move into the favorite number program. Before we jump into that, I want to show you the steps for the favorite number program. So here are some hints on the favorite number program. First of all, the flow chart. So there are really 3 steps. So the first thing the favorite number program is going to do when the user runs the program is it's going to ask for them to guess what the programmer's favorite number might be. Then the computer will compare the person's guess to whatever favorite number you put in as your favorite number as the programmer. Then if they got it right, then it'll print way to go. If they didn't get it right, then the program just ends. So that's the flow chart, what you need to do. But then the programming steps, you need to declare a variable for the favorite number for the person to input it, their guess. Then you need to ask them to input their guess. Then you need to actually have them put in their guess. Then it compares. Compare their guess to the favorite number that you have already told the computer your favorite number is. If their guess is right, then print a message. If the guess is wrong, the program ends. So these are the programming steps, while this is the flow chart to get you thinking about how it has to go from beginning to end. But these are the 6 things that you actually end up needing to create. And that's what we're going to look at now. So let's go back to the course. So here we are on the course. I'm going to follow these directions exactly. So navigate and open your C++ folder. So my navigation, as I've shown you before, is a little bit different from yours, but hopefully you've followed the course directions in the course overview and you set your folders up properly. So I go into C++, my profile, Ron Harrison, C++, And mine is in resources. Yours might just be in the C++, but you should have something similar to this, where you go find your work. And it says open up the calculator program. Now, if I open up the calculator program, if I'm here, I just want to show you what happens. If I go right here to calculator CPP, check this out. If I go to debug, I can't debug and I can't run it. This is a problem students are having, is they're not opening things properly. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Just wanted to show you how not to do it first. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to do this copying and everything, and then we're going to go into the project to open the project. So we're going to right click on the calculator folder, then copy, and then in the same place we're going to paste it and we're going to rename it favorite number. Okay, so now I'm right here, I'm in my main folder. Here's calculator program, but this is the original calculator program. Then I right click, copy, then I click anywhere in here and I hit paste. So I'm duplicating that calculator program. Now I'm renaming it, so I click on this and it changes blue, and then I'm going to call this favorite number. That's what the directions said. Right here you can see, call the new folder favorite number. And then it says to double click on it. Then double click calculator project to open the copy of that project. There's calculator project right here, and it says double click it to open it. So now I open the project. So this is the problem that students are having. You have to open projects. So you can open projects. So I opened the project from here, but I could not open the calculator CPP from here and have it work right. So you can open projects from here, or you can do like the course often says, you can go to File, or actually I'll show you how to do it differently. So I'll go to Start Up the C++ Express, then I'm going to open up that program. So File, Open, Project or Solution. You always do Project or Solution, and I know I'm working in my favorite number, and there's the calculator VCC project open. So again, there are a couple of ways you can open it. So here I have calculator open, then I need to go right down here to the source files, calculator CPP. Now I have it open. And I just want to check if I hit debug so I can see that these things are alive for me now. So I can do those. So I just opened it a different way. Just go back to the recording. So I double click the calculator VC project to open it. So that's exactly what I did. And what they did here, the idea is that you take that calculator VC project that you've worked on previously, and you're going to make changes to it to create the favorite number program. Let's go back to it. So here we are, and it doesn't tell you to change the name of this. I mean, I could change it to favorite number if I wanted to, but it doesn't say to change that. All we changed was just the folder name. So now we need to make changes to this so it will do all the stuff we talked about before. Ask the user to guess the programmer's favorite number, tell them they got it right, etc. So we need to do all of that. And just to show you again, these are the things that we need to do. Now I'm not going to show you everything, I'll just show you a few steps on it. So here I am back at this favorite number. So this is, I'm going to type favorite. This is Favorite Number by Ron Harrison, right? That's a new program. This line we keep in, all of these lines we keep in. We don't need to change those. Now the first thing we need to do, and remember this was our old calculator program. And we're going to make some changes to it. So I'm going to show you a few of the changes. Now we know that we're only going to declare one number. So we're going to declare favorite number. We're going to take out these other two, and we're even going to take out the integer which calculation. So that's going to do that. So now this is the note to give instructions. So the instructions we want to give is, I'm going to say, try to guess my favorite number. Now they're going to input something here, and we want them to input favorite number, because that's the variable, right? So we've asked them to input the number. So we can take this direction line out. We don't need that. And if we look at all of this old program, see, we can take out a lot of this stuff, because this was like, guess a bunch of different numbers. I'm going to take out a bunch of things. So what I've done here is I have set this up for you from the beginning, where you declare the variable, you have the person put in what they think the favorite number is. And now you need to, now I'm going to let you work on this. This part down here, actually I'll even help you out a little bit more. I'll take out this whole calculate, because you don't need to calculate. So this is actually the end of your program will be. So your job, I'm going to allow you to, you need to change this if statement, and you need to change the print statement. And here's a hint. On this if statement, your own favorite number needs to go right there. And then you compare their guess of a favorite number, the variable that they guessed, to whatever your favorite number is right here. So that's the hints I'm going to give you. And then it'll print out. So this message needs to be changed here. So if we go back, and we can take out the print the result, because we're having no result, we're just having a print message come out. So now if we go back to so if we go back to look at the steps on this, I've helped you declare the variable, I've helped you with that, I've helped you with them inputting, and now you're going to do the last three steps, the if, so the comparison on the if, and then the message if they got it right. So I'm going to leave that up to you to do. So that's the basics of this. Now there's some things in here you need to make sure it's going to run properly. And of course, once you do it, and I'm going to probably get an error on this because I haven't completed everything here. So if I go to you would do debug, start debugging, and you can see down here it's debugging, and there were errors, so I would have to fix this, but I don't want to fix this in front of you and to give you the answers. So I've done all this for you, and then you would, of course, you would just do file. Once you get it to work right, then you would do file save. So I'm just going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to go back to the assignment and tell you exactly what you need to do. So once you get that done, look at the grading part of it down here. Has two calc commands, one send command, one if statement, asks the user for a favorite number, tells them if they guess the number right. So if yours does all of these things and quits properly, then you're successful. And then on your work, here's what you'll submit. You'll submit your calculator.zip, and you'll submit your favorite number.zip. So if I go back to my files, so I'm right here back to my folder, so let's say I completed this favorite number, then I would right click, send to zip folder. Oh, that wouldn't let me do it for some reason. Oh, probably because I have the folder open. But anyway, you would zip this. No file found. That's odd. But anyway, so you'd zip your favorite number folder, you'd zip the calculator, and then you would send in the favorite number and the calculator program together, because that's what these directions say. Okay, so that's the work. And follow the directions on doing the original calculator program in Project 1, then do assignment 2 with the hints I've given you here, and you should do fine. So I look forward to your work coming in. Okay, bye everyone.